Sorry I couldn't be there today, but I'll be showing you my part of the project through video on our visual rhetoric. So our topic is based on social media on influencing others. So we chose this visual rhetoric that's showing news propaganda. It has the factors of two shaded half men. One of them is holding a knife. The man on the right is holding a knife, and then man on the left is running away. But if you look closely, there's also a camera that is recording both of them. But the man on the right is not the attacker. It looks like he is the scared victim. Where the man on the left, they target his foot as the weapon, claiming that he is the attacker, with the arrow specifically saying it's media towards the camera. So this flyer is directed to all users, readers, and viewers of social media today. And this shows one-sided propaganda, which is a media that is used to influence or mislead others. One-sided propaganda is common to see through news broadcasting these days, on television, or even on Twitter or Facebook, or like I mentioned earlier, wherever you get your information from. And within those broadcasts, they're only focused on getting a goal, depending on which side they're on where they're from. So like this flyer is just to notify us before we make a statement or a judgment on an event that was captured. We have to make sure that it is the full story. We get the true knowledge of it. It's not from a biased source, or hints of knowledge that we capture in the news. Like they're saying, we're still getting updates, we have to find the people. You actually have to get it on the point to show that it is credible, it is true, so that we won't be misleaded or create a wrong idea on the situation. So basically, the emphasis on this flyer is the red circle and the half shaded. So within time, this flyer has changed within time. It's been used on different social media sites such as Twitter, Facebook, and people use it for many different reasons, but mostly to educate others about propaganda as well. But the emphasis on this picture is basically the two shaded half men, because that way we can actually see, like what is being captured with the red circle, really directing towards that to really get the message of this flyer. And without the caption, I think we'll have an idea of it already. But it's to really specify that this is what news companies do, and that we should be aware of it. That's the direction where this flyer was headed towards. And we always pick on one side, even if it's not true. As for the rhetorical appeal, it's focusing more on the logo sides and showing us a visual side of propaganda through its drawings, which will increase our knowledge about what is going on with news companies and how they're using social media. Towards the emotional appeal of this flyer, it's making the viewers or the citizens today who are using social media as a source of getting knowledge, is that we're only one-sided, we're always jumping into conclusions. They're making us give that feel. And it's also saying that, in a way, it will give others a feel of being betrayed by people that they rely on getting their information and sources from. Like we cannot rely on them anymore. We cannot give them our trust. For ethos, even though it was used from time to time for different situations, different purposes, there is no unknown illustrator. There is no unknown source of who drew or created this flyer, which is giving it less of 100% credibility whether or not the information in fact may be true. And I'll leave the next part to Jean. Thank you guys. I'll see you when I come back. Hey guys, it's Danielle.